Hello everyone. Today we are going to start our chapter number 4 of science class 7th, that is chemicals and chemical changes. So before starting this chapter, do you observe any changes in our day-to-day life? Yes, we observe many changes. Some changes are fast, some changes are slow, some are desirable changes, some are undesirable changes, okay? Some are chemical changes and some are physical changes, okay? So, today in this chapter mainly we talk about a physical and chemical change and its reactions. So before starting the chapter, firstly we are go through with an activity which tell us the main motive of this chapter. Okay. So look at the object shown below. Can you name the materials they are made of? Choose from the words given. Means in this activity you have to tell the material that we use for making these things. Okay. So first one is basket. As you seen, this basket is made up of which element or which material? So that one is plastic. So here we can write it a plastic. Next is bangles. The bangles are made up of a metal, that is gold. Okay. Now the third one, the liquid shown in picture is, means the liquid in which state or what is that liquid that is present in this glass. This is water. Okay. Now the fourth one is the vase is made of. So the vase is made up of a ceramic material. Okay. So these all are the some materials that we have named according to their chemical substances. Okay. So in this chapter we are going to read about the chemical changes, chemical symbols, chemical formula, chemical changes and physical changes. Okay. So let's we start. So first one is that what are chemical substances? So chemical substances are made up of atoms and molecules. So before understanding about a chemical substances, are you know that what are atoms and molecules? Okay. So atoms are the smallest unit of matter. Okay. What is a matter? Matter is anything that is present in our surrounding which occupies space and having a mass. Okay. So, for example, tables, chair, chalk, duster. Okay. Anything that is present in our surroundings are called a matter. Okay. And that matters are made up of with the combination of lot of atoms. Okay. So, the very smallest unit of matter is atom. Okay. But atoms may or may not exist independently. Okay. So the definition of atom is it is the smallest particle of substance or a smallest particle of matter. Okay. Now the second one is molecule. So molecules are formed by the combination of two or more atoms. Okay. So these two things combine together and they form a chemical substance. So what is the definition of substance? The definitions of substance are chemical substances are made up of atom and molecules. Okay. So we already discussed about the atoms definition and molecule definition. So the combination of both of these are a chemical substances. Okay. So next one is further chemical substances are divided into two parts, pure substances and mixture. So what do you understand about the term pure substances? So pure substances are the substances that are made up of only one kind of thing or one kind of substance. Okay. So further, as you seen in a given flow chart, that pure substances is divided into two parts, elements and compound, and further elements are divided into two parts, that is metals and non-metals. Okay. So firstly we are going to read about elements. So what is the definition of element? An element is a substance that is made up of only one kind of atom and cannot be broken down into simpler substances. So as you hear that we are talking about the hydrogen gas, oxygen gas, carbon dioxide gas. Okay. But what is the symbol or what is the meaning of that things. Okay, so hydrogen is a element. Okay, means this one is a gas and it contains doesn't contain any type of mixture in it. Okay, means जो जिसमें सिर्फ एक तरह का एटम प्रेजेंट है. Okay, for example hydrogen containing only a hydrogen. Okay, but CO2, for example, here we take an example of carbon dioxide, but carbon dioxide is the combination of carbon and oxygen. Okay, that's why it is not the example of element, it is the example of compound. Further, we are going to discuss the definition of a compound. What is a definition? A compound is a substance that is formed when two or more elements combine together. Okay, means in elements only one type of atoms are present, one kind of atoms are present, but in compound there are combination of two or more elements or atoms. Okay, so CO2 and कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड वाटर हो गया. ठीक है, तो ये सब किसके एग्जाम्पल्स है? कंपाउंड के, बिकॉज दे आर फॉर्म्ड बाय द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ some elements. Okay, so this is all about the chemicals and elements and compounds. Now the second part of chemical substance is mixture. So we all know that what is a mixture. Mixture consists of two or more substances which we are going to mix together. Okay, but they doesn't perform any chemical reaction. Okay, for example, here in this chapter you can see that there is a mixture of iron filling and sulfur in a beaker. Okay, or in a given substance. Okay, so that is the mixture. So a mixture retain the properties of its components. Retain means वो अपनी properties को वापस से back कर सकता है. ठीक है, for example, when we mix the iron and sulfur together, we separate out the iron with the help of a magnet. Okay, so that's why magnet retain its property by coming back into its original position. Okay, so this is all about the mixture. Now the second topic is chemical symbols. So as we discussed that elements are of hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, iron. Okay, so these are the elements. So to represent means there are 118 elements on earth. Okay, so it is not possible to remember the names of all the elements. That's why we use some small abbreviations to learn the names of these elements. Okay, so these small abbreviations are known as chemical symbols. So next one is Sir John Dalton. He is a scientist, chemist. Okay, so it predict some symbols according to the names of elements. Okay, so as you discuss or as you heard about that hydrogen is started from a letter that is H, so the symbol of hydrogen is also H. Carbon started from a C, so the symbol of carbon is also C. Okay, nitrogen from N, etc. Okay, so now the second thing according to which the names are given to these elements are when two or more elements have their names beginning with same letter. Suppose carbon is also started from C, copper is also started from C. Okay, but the symbol of carbon is C, so we can't give a copper to also a C. Okay, because it mixes the names of a symbols. That's why we give a symbols according to their scientific names. Okay, copper. So as you seen in the table 4.1 that Latin name of aluminium is element is aluminium. Okay, so the symbol of aluminium is Al. Barium is also started from B. Boron is also started from B. So some symbols are given according to their Latin names. So here we can take a first two letters of a element. Okay, so these are the symbolic representation of some common elements. Okay, so next one is atomicity. So the definition of atomicity is the number of atoms present in one molecule of an element is known as atomicity. For example, that H2O. Okay, in H2O formula there are 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. Okay, so what is the atomicity of that compound? So the atomicity of that compound is 3, means 2 atoms of hydrogen plus 1 atom of oxygen. Okay, so the total atomicity is 3. Okay, so the atomicity is depend upon according to the elements present in a according to the atoms present in an element. Okay, so it can be monoatomic, diatomic, tetraatomic. Okay, so there are some examples of monoatomic like helium. Helium is a single atom. Okay, 1, so the atomicity of helium is also 1, that's why they are known as a monoatomic. Okay, next one is diatomic, H2, N2, O2, so these are a diatomic. Next is phosphorus, P4. Okay, 4 indicates a tetra. Okay, so the atomicity of a phosphorus is 4, tetraatomic. Okay, now the next one is chemical formula. Just as an elements can be represented, as we seen that elements are represented by a symbol, by some symbols. Okay, so by combining that symbols we formed some chemical formulas. Okay, for example water, we can write a water as a H2O, common salt NaCl. Okay, so these are the for example NaCl we can we can say it as a sodium chloride. Okay, so to write it in a full form we use a shortcut or a abbreviations to write the formula, that is NaCl, because the symbol of sodium is Na and the chloride symbol is Cl. Okay, hydrochloric, hydrogen plus chloride. Okay, so HCl, calcium carbonate, nitric acid, sulfuric acid. So these are the some chemical formulas. Now the next term is valency. Valency is a main component used for the formation of chemical formulas. Okay, so what is a valency? So valency is the combining capacity of atoms, or we can say that it is the number of atoms present in outermost shell of element. Okay, so here you can see that hydrogen, the atomic number of hydrogen is 1, so the valency is also 1. Carbon 4, so the valency is the atomic number of carbon is 6, but the valency is 4. Okay, oxygen 2, so these are the valencies of some elements. So for writing a chemical formula, the main component that we are going to use for making chemical formulas, we use a valencies. Okay, so firstly, if I told you that you have to write down the formula of water. Okay, so for water, firstly you have to write down the symbol of element, H for hydrogen, O for oxygen. Okay, now below at step 2 you can write the valency. Okay, valency of hydrogen, that is 1, and the valency of oxygen is 2. Next is cross multiply them. Okay, H is written along with 2 and oxygen with 1. So this is the formula of water. Similarly in carbon dioxide. Okay, so the valency of carbon is 4 and the valency of oxygen is 2. Now cross multiply, C belongs with 2 and oxygen with 4. So as you seen that 2 and 4. Okay, but the formula of carbon dioxide is CO2. So we can take the 2 as a common. ओके, अगर हम इन दोनों में से 2 को कॉमन ले लेते हैं, ठीक है, तो इसका फॉर्मूला क्या बन जाएगा? C, 2 के टेबल में 4 कब आता है? 2. ओके, सो दैट इट बिकम्स अ CO2. ओके, सो दिस इज द केमिकल formulas, means how we can prepare a chemical formulas. Now the next one is chemical equations. So in a chemical equation is the shorthand form of representing a chemical reaction using symbols and formulas. Means as we discussed in previous that we can write a elements in a short abbreviations, that is symbols. Okay, similarly if we want to write a chemical equation or chemical reaction, then we use a shortcut or combination of symbols and some formulas. Okay, so in chemical reactions, firstly it is divided into two sides, right side and left side. Okay, left side is known as the reactants, whereas right side is known as a product. Means when a reactants combine together, they form a new substance. As we all know that in a chemical substance, when two or more substances mix together, they form a new substance. Okay, so this is happen in a chemical equation, that on reactant side we mix or react two elements. Okay, and they form a new element after reacting with each other. Okay, so on the right side they form a new product, and the elements that present on right side, they also known as a products. Okay, so how we can write a chemical equation? So first one is identify the reactants and products. Okay, so left side is always a reactant and the right side is always a product. After that, write the names of reactants on the left hand side and separate it by putting a symbol plus. Okay, so here you can see that in a balancing equation there are two elements, x and y. Okay, so these are the two elements. These two elements combined together, for the combination there is a sign of plus. Okay, so after combining they form a new product, that is xy. Okay, so this is a xy is a product, whereas x plus y2 is a reactant. Okay, so now after writing the equations we have to balance the equation. Okay, so why we are going to balance the equation? So as we discuss in higher classes that एनर्जी कैनॉट बी क्रिएटेड एंड नॉट बी डिस्ट्रॉयड. ठीक है, मीन्स एनर्जी ना तो कभी क्रिएट होती है ना ही कभी डिस्ट्रॉय होती है. वो क्या होती है, एक एनर्जी की फॉर्म में से दूसरी फॉर्म में चेंज हो जाती है. ठीक है, तो इसी तरह इन इक्वेशंस में होता है कि जैसे देखो, जैसे x प्लस वाई टू है. सपोज करो x के पास एक टैलेंट है कि वो ड्राइंग अच्छी करता है. ठीक है, y के पास टैलेंट है कि वो डांसिंग अच्छी करता है. ठीक है, अब जैसे हम पेरेंट्स की बात करते हैं. ठीक है, एक पेरेंट है, उसकी हाइट लंबी है, फादर की हाइट लंबी है. ठीक है, और मदर की भी हाइट लंबी है. ठीक है, लेकिन जो उनका बेबी होगा, ठीक है, मीन्स उन पेरेंट्स का जो प्रोडक्ट होगा, बेबी होगा, उसकी भी हाइट क्या होगी, लंबी होगी. ठीक है, मीन्स जो रिएक्टेंट्स हैं उसी के जो करेक्टर्स हैं किस में पास होंगे, प्रोडक्ट साइड में. ठीक है, बैलेंसिंग इक्वेशंस में. ठीक है, अब देखो, अब हमें बैलेंस करना है. बैलेंस मीन्स जितने एटम्स लेफ्ट साइड में है उतने ही एटम्स किस में होने चाहिए, राइट साइड में. ठीक है, एज यू सीन इन दिस टेबल, firstly element, we have to write down the elements that is used in the equation. So there are two elements, x and y. Okay, now next one is write the number of atoms in left side. So in left side x के कितने एटम्स हैं, 1, y के कितने एटम्स हैं, 2. ऑन राइट साइड प्रोडक्ट साइड पे आप देखोगे x 1 है और y 2 है. ठीक है, फर्स्ट x तो दोनों बराबर हैं, लेकिन हमें y को बराबर करना है. देन वी मल्टीप्लाई विद 2 इन राइट हैंड साइड. ओके, तो यहाँ पे आप देखोगे सेकेंड स्टेप में मैंने किसमें यहाँ पे हमने मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया 2 को एक्स वाई के साथ. ठीक है, अगर आप 2 को एक्स वाई के साथ मल्टीप्लाई कर रही हो तो y तो 2 हो गया, लेकिन x भी 2 हो गया. फिर दूसरी साइड पे x 1 है, तो फिर हम उस साइड भी x को 2 से मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे. ठीक है, मीन्स ऐसे करके हमने इक्वेशन को बैलेंस करनी है कि जितने ही एलिमेंट्स राइट साइड हैं उतने ही एलिमेंट्स लेफ्ट साइड में होने चाहिए. ठीक है, एटम्स, सॉरी. Now we discuss one more example of balancing a equation. So step 1, magnesium burns in oxygen to give magnesium. ओके, मीन्स यहाँ पे दो एलिमेंट्स कंबाइन हुए हैं, मैग्नीशियम और ऑक्सीजन. सो द मैग्नीशियम प्लस ऑक्सीजन गिव राइज टू अ मैग्नीशियम ऑक्साइड. सो मैग्नीशियम प्लस ऑक्सीजन इज अ रिएक्टेंट, whereas magnesium oxide is the product of magnesium plus oxygen. Okay, so the symbol of magnesium is Mg and the symbol of oxygen is O, whereas magnesium oxide is written as a MgO2. Okay, so now here you can see that magnesium is having a atom 1 on left side, oxygen is written as a O2, that's why oxygen is of 2, and on right side magnesium is also 1 and oxygen is also 1. Okay, so we have to balance by multiplying with the 2. Okay, so the next one is chemical changes. So in 6th class we have already done the definition of a chemical change and physical change. Okay, so what are physical changes? Physical changes are those changes in which no new substance is formed. Okay, but in chemical changes a new substance is formed. Okay, so a chemical change occurs when two or more chemical substances react to produce a new substance with different set of properties. Okay, so here are one example of chemical change, that is reddish brown deposition on iron objects. Means you have seen that there is a rusting on the iron products. Okay, so how that rusting happens? So iron is written as iron is a metal. Okay, so iron किसके साथ react होता है? Air, और in a air there is a presence of oxygen plus water material attain water from a groundwater also or from a rain. Okay, so when these three terms react together they form a chemical substance, that is iron oxide. Okay, and iron oxide is known as a corrosive material. Okay, the symbol of iron is Fe, the symbol of oxygen is O2, and the symbol of H2 is water is H2O. When these three elements combine together they form a new substance, that is iron oxide. ठीक है, जो ऊपर रस्ट लगा होता है ब्राउन कलर का, उसका केमिकल नेम क्या है? आयरन ऑक्साइड. एंड द फार्मूला ऑफ आयरन ऑक्साइड इज Fe2O3.XH2O. Okay, and this rusting is a chemical change because it is a permanent. Okay, why it is a permanent? Because we cannot regain into its original shape and size or into its properties. Okay, so to prevent the rusting we have to color the equipment. Okay, we have to oiling the iron objects so that they doesn't come in contact with the air, moisture and water. Okay, so that's why how they can prevent a that's why in this way they prevent a rusting. Okay, now the second example of chemical changes is browning of vegetable and fruit surfaces. Means have you seen that some vegetables like brinjal जब बैंगन है, बैंगन को जब हम कट करते हैं, ठीक है, कुछ टाइम के बाद उसके ऊपर क्या है? ब्राउन आ जाता है. ठीक है, पोटैटो है, पोटैटो को अगर हम कट करके रख दें 1 और 2 आवर्स तक, ठीक है, तो उसके ऊपर भी एक लेयर बन जाएगी ब्राउन. ठीक है, सो दैट ब्राउन थिंग इज अ ब्राउन पिगमेंट दैट इज प्रेजेंट इन सम फ्रूट्स और सम वेजिटेबल्स, दैट इज मेलानिन. ओके, जैसे एप्पल है, एप्पल को भी जब आप कट करके रखोगे तो उसके ऊपर ब्राउन कलर की एक लेयर आ जाएगी. क्यों आएगी? ठीक है, क्योंकि जब वो सब्सटेंस ऑक्सीजन के साथ रिएक्ट करते हैं, ऑक्सीजन कहाँ पे प्रेजेंट होती है? एयर में. तो वो जब एयर के साथ रिएक्ट करते हैं तो वहाँ पे एक ब्राउन पिगमेंट बनता है, दैट इज नोन एज अ मेलानिन. ओके, so reduce the effect of melanin we have to put the cutting vegetables into a plain water for some time to reduce the level of browning. Okay, so water would restrict the, क्योंकि जो water है वो ऑक्सीजन की प्रेजेंस को कम कर देता है. ठीक है, जिससे वो जो ब्राउन है वो कम होना शुरू हो जाता है. ठीक है, now the next example is reaction between vinegar and baking soda. Okay, so the formula of vinegar is CH3COOH. Okay, vinegar is a acid. Which acid? Acetic acid. Okay, and the baking soda is a base, so the formula of baking soda is NaHCO3. Okay, when these two things react together, means when these compounds react together they release a gas, that is carbon dioxide, water, and form a sodium acetate. Okay, so this is they form which we can say that which products they are formed. They form a carbon dioxide, they form a hydrogen, and they form a sodium acetate. Okay, and when these materials mix together they also produces a bubbles. Okay, so bubbles tell us the presence of carbon dioxide in the test tube. Okay, now the next reaction is reaction between copper sulfate solution and iron nails. So the formula of copper sulfate is CuSO4. Okay, so copper sulfate solution is blue in color, but when we put the iron nails in the copper solution after few hours the color of copper solution changes into blue to green. Okay, so here you can see that the reaction that copper sulfate when react with iron, they form a iron sulfate and copper. Okay. Now this is all about our chemical changes. Now we can talk about the physical changes. So what are physical changes? Physical changes are the changes in which no new substance is formed. Okay, for example, formation of ice, as we discussed, that freezing and boiling of water. Okay, so these are the some chemical changes, but in chemical changes only its physical properties are changed. Okay, so what are the physical properties? For example, color, shape, size. Okay, so these things only be changed. Okay, now the last topic is crystallization. Crystals are the purest solid form of substance having a definite geometrical shape. The process by which an impure compound is converted into its crystals is known as a crystallization. For example, for understanding about a crystallization, we can take the example of salt. जो हम सॉल्ट देखते हो आप घरों में, ठीक है, सोडियम क्लोराइड होता है वो, ठीक है, तो उसके जब आप पीसेस देखोगे, ठीक है, वो क्या होते हैं कि क्रिस्टल फॉर्म के होते हैं. ठीक है, फ्रॉम वेयर वी कैन ऑब्टेन अ कॉमन सॉल्ट, वी कैन ऑब्टेन अ कॉमन सॉल्ट फ्रॉम सी वाटर, बिकॉज इन सी वाटर देयर इज अ प्रेजेंस ऑफ सॉल्ट इन लार्ज अमाउंट एज कम्पेयर टू वाटर. ठीक है, वाटर से ज़्यादा सॉल्ट प्रेजेंट होता है. ठीक है, और जब वो वाटर इवेपोरेट होता है ड्यू टू द हीट ऑफ सनलाइट, देन दे लेफ्ट ओनली द सॉल्ट particles. Okay, so let us take a common salt as an example. Commonly, common or table salt is sodium chloride. Common salt is obtained by evaporating sea water. The salt thus obtained certain इसमें इस सॉल्ट में सिर्फ सोडियम क्लोराइड नहीं, कुछ अमाउंट में मैग्नीशियम क्लोराइड भी होता है, सैंड होती हैं. ठीक है, एंड मिक्सड विद सोडियम क्लोराइड. ठीक है, मीन्स कुछ इम्प्योरिटीज़ होती हैं, लेकिन हम उन इम्प्योरिटीज़ को प्योर कर लेते हैं with the help of a filtration. Okay, so the filtered solution is left undisturbed for a few hours. Sodium chloride will aggregate and form crystals with well geometrical shapes. Okay, so this is all about our chapter. I hope you will understand it very well. If you have any doubt in this chapter, firstly watch the video, then discuss doubts with me in our classes. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.